everyone, and thank you for coming today to our 8th grade graduation. You all look lovely. My name is Emma, as you probably know, and I've been at City Garden for 6 years. My first teacher at City Garden was the lovely Ms. Ann. She taught me that learning can be wonderful, enjoyable, fulfilling, and everything I know and love it to be now. She also taught me, of course, that duct tape is made of ducks. Mr. Rouse was my teacher for 3 years, and together we endured the tiny classroom, which was also a kitchen, back at Tyler Place. He also taught me how to use my first scientific calculator, and he challenged me in all areas of my education. Miss Eileen joined Mr. Rouse as a teacher at City Garden the year of the kitchen classroom, and has been my language arts teacher since then. Miss Eileen has helped me learn how to think cognitively, read empathetically, and to enjoy writing every chance I get by giving me those opportunities to read and to write what I want. Miss Amy has been my math and science teacher for the last 2 years. She has taught me how to use a microscope and gotten me through Algebra 1. But she also hasn't been easy on me and has done a lot to help prepare me for going to high school. Mr. Pat has been my teacher for social studies this year. He's taught me about myself and about the history of this planet I inhabit currently, and also that I love history. Mr. Pat has helped me decide to go to Metro High School and has guided me every step of the way to getting accepted. So now, for the class of 2014. They're right over there, Dora, Will, and Bobby. They're pretty much my best friends. They make me laugh so hard my face hurts from smiling. At one time, milk even came out my nose. After 6 whole years of knowing them, I still can't believe the day has come when we have to move on to high school. It seems like it's a large injustice that we're not going to get to see each other every day anymore. Even though most of the time we are silly, we've worked really hard, and we've also talked about important things together. Thank you to my teachers and all of my friends here at City Garden for loving me and for being there for me for all of this time, for the learning and for the laughing. Thanks also to my family for loving me and for supporting me in everything I do, for being there when the homework gets hard, but also for letting me talk your ears off after a great day of school when I have to tell you about all the funny things that happened. Perhaps as you can tell, I've been thinking about relationships this year. There are all kinds of these relationships, between one person and what they believe, friendships between 2 people, teacher-student relationships, author-reader relationships, relationships between an individual and their environment. You get the picture. Everything and everyone has a relationship with something or someone else. The word relationship does have a slightly different connotation today. Most of the time, we hear the word relationship and we will probably automatically think romantic relationship. However, that's simply not all there is to it. A relationship is sharing the opportunity to marvel at the majesty of creation, being a human, and your place in it, no matter what lens you choose to filter it through. Math, science, language, history. One day early in my first year at City Garden, Miss Ann let me play with a word called the trinomial cube. It was the first Montessori material I ever used, and to this day, it's still my favorite word. This is what it looks like. It consists of red, yellow, blue, and black wooden blocks. It is used to help illustrate and introduce coefficients, factoring, and combining terms when cubing or doing algebra. Dora and I took turns timing each other to see how fast we could put it together, assembling it by touch with our eyes closed, and even seeing if we could put it together faster than Miss Ann. We didn't know it then, all of the relationships for which we were making foundations. Many times, teachers will introduce the trinomial cube to students as early as primary, when they're in preschool. The wooden blocks themselves don't change, but over time, new ideas about what the cubes represent are planted, and the student's thinking matures. After many years, the paint on the block starts to wear off, and the corners become rounded, but you can still tell what each piece represents and how it fits with the rest, even though it looks slightly different than when the blocks were brand new. I think I know the class of 2014 well enough to say that we are all kind of like those wooden blocks. We don't look the same as the little versions of ourselves who arrived to school those first days of our learning careers at City Garden. We don't think the same as we did then either. We're still the same people, but our experiences and relationships we formed together at City Garden have added new ideas and rounded the corners, like the trinomial cube that changes a tiny bit each time a child carefully assembles the pieces, figuring out where each piece belongs and how they are related. Thank you. Now I'd like to welcome my dear friend, William Halsey, to the podium.